Welcome back to Detroit. Pissed me off. Killian Hayes has been impressing from the mouth of Monty Williams in training camp. He loves his defense, playmaking ability, and we've all seen that from Killian Hayes. It's no surprise there. The question mark is, can he shoot? Well, I got news for you. There's another guy who was drafted 5th overall, another guy who's got some shooting questions. Now, I also believe he might be able to do some other things that Killian Hayes cannot. He's much more athletic, a bit more of a rebounder, defensive player. There are some similarities there. And so, will Ausar Thompson follow Killian Hayes' path? I do believe he will not, but you never know what could go down. I have been a Killian Hayes supporter from day one, and he has disappointed me in some respects. Consistency, efficiency has been terrible, and it's hard to see him getting back on the court. After bringing in Monty Morris and Marcus Sasser, the writing seemed to be on the wall for Killian Hayes. But Monty Williams has quite a bit positive things to say to Killian Hayes, because we know he can pass, we know he can dribble, we know he can rebound, we know he can defend. Can he knock down the open jumper? He had a stretch where he's actually shooting well from behind the arc. In the middle of the season, he had a great stretch, but things went downhill after the Paris game, after going to his hometown, his home country in France. He just never got back that momentum that he had prior to that. This could be the year where Killian Hayes, I'm just saying, this could be the year. We saw him play very well last year in the preseason, but then it came to the regular season. The shot just wasn't there. He had one of the worst abysmal starts in NBA history last season. Of course, he was able to rebound in the middle of the season, but then regressed back towards the end of the season. So not everyone's got a lot of confidence in Killian, but I am rooting for Killian, of course, and hopefully he's able to pull together. He was the 7th overall pick, and it'd be terrible for us to just give up on him now at only the age of, 22 years old. I think it's a little bit too early to say, hey, it's all done for Killian, but at the same time, I can see the frustration that he has brought us here in Detroit. And the name of the show is Detroit Pissed Me Off, and he has done a fair share of pissing me off. Tell me you'd rather see James Wiseman or Marvin Bagley at the backup center. It's going to be a very interesting matchup there. Also, will Joe Harris regain some of his form he's had in previous seasons? One of the best three-point shooting players in NBA history is now on the Pistons, and defensively could possibly be a liability as well. But he's shown to be an average defender at times when he was in Brooklyn. Of course, with the leg injury last year, could affect that in some way, some regards as well. So, it'll be interesting to see with Isaiah Livers out. Will that open up some extra opportunities for Killian Hayes? Because Killian Hayes could definitely, we can see Killian Hayes playing a small forward on the defensive end, slicing up Alec Burks, moving him to the small forward on offense, and then Monty Morris playing off the ball with the shooting on offense. And then you have Monty obviously guarding the 1, Burks guarding the 2, and then Killian could guard the 3. We've seen him even very switchable, even against 4s. He's 6'5", athletic, and he's got some muscle to him as well. So I think there are a lot of options that we could see tomorrow, Sunday, against the Phoenix Suns. Be interesting to see the chemistry between Jaden Ivey and Cade Cunningham. We saw some very nice play there in Rico Hines. In addition, Ausar Thompson was in that lineup with Isaiah Stewart and Jalen Duren. So pick and roll with Cade Cunningham and Jalen Duren looks very, very nice. Could be a staple of our offense this year, with Duren rolling to the rim and Cade throwing the lob for the alley-oop. Can't wait to see it tomorrow night. Also, Ausar Thompson, expect to see some fast breaks with him and Jaden Ivey, along with Cade Cunningham. I am extremely, extremely excited, folks. I'll bring some coverage after the ball game. Maybe we'll get a better picture of what Monty Williams is feeling after this ball game. I'll see you next time on Detroit Pissed Me Off.